Janice.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a complete obby. I've done videos in the past where I've shown different steps of making an obby, but in this one I'm going to show how to make stages, how to make a skip stage developer product. I'm going to show how to make kill bricks and how to make the UI for the obby and everything like that. So we'll just go straight into it, and the first thing we're going to do is click on game settings and turn on studio access to API. That's so we can save the player's data. And then the next thing is we're going to click on script, and we're just going to start with making the data store for the stages. So we'll just call this data, and then we'll start with local server storage equals game get service server storage, and then we'll do local player data folder is equal to server storage wait for child player data, and then we're going to make a folder in server storage called player data. And then we'll do local data store service is equal to game get service data store service, and then local stage data store is equal to data store service get data store stage data store, or you can call your data store whatever you want to. We'll do local function load player, and then we can do local player user ID is equal to player.user ID, and then local player folder equals instance.new folder, and then player folder.name is equal to player.user ID, and then we'll say local current stage. Oh, we forgot to parent this, so player folder dot parent equals player data folder, and then local current stage is equal to instance.new int value, and I need to make that int value, and then current stage dot name is equal to stage, and then current stage dot parent is equal to player folder. And then now we're gonna do the leader stats. So we'll do local leader stats is equal to instance.new folder, and then we'll just do comma player because I don't want to do all the extra lines. Leader stats.name is equal to leader stats, and then we'll do local stage display is equal to instance.new int value, and stage display dot name is equal to stage, and then we can just do comma leader stats, and then we'll do stage display dot value is equal to current stage dot value, and we'll do current stage dot changed connect function, and we'll say stage display dot value equals current stage dot value. And then we can go down here and we can say local data local success error message, and we'll say repeat success error message equals pcall function, and then data equals stage data store get async player user ID, and then we can go out of this and say until success or not game.players find first child player.name, and then we can go down and we can do we can say if success then if data then current stage dot value is equal to data stage, else current stage dot value is equal to 1, Then we can go after this end and say player.respawn location is equal to game.workspace.spawns current stage.value, and we need to make a folder inside workspace and we call it spawns. That's where we're going to put all of our checkpoints. And then we can go down after this end and we can say local character equals player.character or player.character added wait. And then we'll do, after this end, we'll do the function for the loading, or for the saving. So all of that was just to load. Now we need to save it. So local function save player, local player user ID equals player user ID. Local data is equal to, and we'll make a table. We'll say stage equals server storage. Wait for child player data. Wait for child player user ID, and then wait for child stage dot value. And then we can go out of this and we'll say local success error message repeat success repeat success error message equals pcall function stage data store set async player user ID data, and then we can do until success, and then after until success we'll say if success then we'll just do some prints, so we can say saved data. We can say else print error while saving. Then we can also put warn and then error message, and then that's all for that. And now we have to do game.players.playerAdded connect function with player, and then we'll say load player, and then game.players.player removing connect function player save player. And then we have to do some wraps, so we'll do game bind to close function, and we'll say if game get service run service is studio, then return. Then if it isn't studio, we'll say local finish. We can do finished equals instance.new bindable event. Local all players equals game.players get players, and we'll do local left players equals number of all players. We'll do for underscore player player in I pairs all players do protein.wrap function save player left players just equals 1 if left players equals to 0, then finished fire. And then we can go down here and we can say after this end right here we'll do finished event wait, and then print complete shutdown data saving. And this is to make sure that when the server is shut down for the game, their data still saves, because sometimes there's issues with just the player leaving the game, or the server shuts down, like you shut it down manually to update it and their data doesn't save. So I always like to add that to my data store scripts, and you can also use this data store script for whatever else you need. Like you can make it for coins, you can do anything with this. This is just the one I've been using for a long time. But after this end here, I did forget to add that, and then we're good. Now we can go down, and we're almost done with this script. For underscore player in pairs, game players get players, do protein wrap, load, and then player, and then we'll say well true do task.wait 300 for underscore player in iPairs game.players.get players, do protein wrap, and then save player. And then that's it for the data loading. It was pretty long, but this is just to make sure that all of their data saves the way it should, because you don't want to have problems with that. So now we can move on to the stage manager script. So we'll make a script, and then I'll rename it to stage, and then we'll say local spawns equals game dot workspace dot wait for child spawns, local player data folder equals game get service server storage wait for child player data, and for IV in pairs spawns get children do v.touched connect function other part, and if other part dot parent find first child humanoid, then local player equals game dot players dot get player from character, other part dot parent, and then local player folder equals player data folder find first child player dot user ID. And then we can do local current stage equals player folder wait for child stage, and then one more local spawn stage equals to number v dot name, and then if spawn stage is, minus current stage dot value is equal to 1, then current stage dot value is equal to current stage dot value plus 1, player, actually we can just shorten this and then do plus equals 1, player dot player dot respawn location equals to v. And then that's it for loading the stages. And then if you wanted to add a sound effect when they complete a stage, you could just put that right here, and you can say you can locate the sound, so game.workspace.sound play, and if you wanted to play it there, you would do it. It'd go right there. Next thing we'll do is we can make the spawns, I guess. So the spawns are just spawn locations. So this would be a spawn, this would be a spawn, this would be a spawn, and then you would name them all. So we have spawn number 1, spawn number 2, spawn number 3, and then we'll load into the game, and it will spawn us on spawn number 1. We can move on to 2, and then 3, and then if we leave the game and rejoin, we should still be on stage 3, which we are. Next, we can move on to the kill bricks, because that is a pretty important part of an obby. So kill bricks, we'll just call it, and then we're gonna make a script. This one's really simple. It will just say for IV in pairs script.parent get children do if v is a part, then v.touched connect function other part, if other part dot parent find first child humanoid, then other part dot parent find first child humanoid, take damage 100. And you don't have to make this 100. 100 is just an instant kill. If you want it to be an easier obby where they only, you know, get damaged a little bit, you can adjust that number however you want. This is I've seen obbies where they've put a script into each individual kill brick, which is really bad. It's just not efficient at all when you can just do something like this. So now we'll make our kill bricks, which we'll just put them here. I'll just make 6 of them. Now move all these parts into the kill bricks folder. And then if I click play, we'll spawn at stage 3. And if I go over here and touch these, it will kill me. Next, we can move on to the UI. So we can make a progress bar at the top of the screen. So go into screen UI and we'll just call it main UI. And we'll make a frame. And then inside of that frame we will have another frame. So this main frame is just our background. So let's just put that there and we'll center it. Then we're gonna duplicate that frame. After I add some stuff to it, I want to add a UI corner, a UI stroke, and then we'll change the stroke and we'll make it a little bit more thick. And then I think the corner is good. That might look a little better. And then we'll duplicate this frame, but I'm going to delete the corner and the stroke, and then I'm going to put it into this frame and then center it with it. And I'm going to change the color of we can change the color, yeah, we'll change the color of this one and we'll make it red, I guess, just to show how much you finished. And then we can also put a text label. We can put a text label. We'll just put it here. Text label to show what stage they're on. We can put that right under it. And then we'll do background transparency. And then we'll scale it and add a font, and then make it bold if you want, and I'm just going to make it say loading, and we'll make our text white, and we'll add a UI stroke to that. And then now we can put a script into this frame right here, and this frame doesn't have that. I need to put that UI corner back. In this frame we'll make a script, and then the script will say local players equals game get service players. I don't need that. I'll just do local player equals game.players.local player. Local bar is equal to script.parent. Local progress equals script.parent.parent.parent.text label. And then local value equals player wait for child leader stats dot stage, and we'll say local stage amount. So this is the amount of stages you have. Right now we have 3 in our game, so I'm just gonna set that to 3. And then as you add stages to your game, you'll change that number accordingly. Then we'll do bar dot size is equal to udim2 dot new value.value divided by stage amount, comma 010. And that's not capitalized. And then we'll do progress.text is equal to value.value / stage amount. And then we'll just do value get property changed signal value connect function, and then we can just copy these two and paste them into there. Now if we load into the game, we can see we're 3 out of 3, but if I change my stage, I think I have to do both of these places, so let's make it 1. If I change my stage to 1, you can see it says 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. Once you complete the obby, it'll be full. That's it for that part. And then we'll do one last thing, because there isn't really much else to add to an obby. So we'll just make a text button in here. This will be our stage skip, and I'm just gonna put it. We'll put it on the side of this. Let's put it right here, and this will be skip stage. I'll scale it. I'll add a font, and then I'll grab this stroke from here, make it border. Then we'll add a UI corner. Let's grab that one, and then we'll change the background, and we'll make it like that color. And then in that text button, we'll add a local script. And since this is for skipping the stage, we'll do. We need to make a remote event real quick, and we'll just call this by skip stage. And that's all. Then we'll do local event equals replicated storage. So game get service replicated storage, wait for child by skip stage, and then that's all. We'll do local player game.players.local player. We'll do mouse or button, which would just be script.parent.mouse button one click connect function. Event fire server skip, we'll just make it say skip stage, and that's all. And then we'll go over to our server, and the script is going to be the last big one, so we'll just call this skip stage. And then before we do this, we're going to make our developer product, which is right here. We're going to click edit, we'll just call it skip stage, and then you can set the price to whatever you want. And let me grab that ID, so we'll just copy ID to clipboard, and we'll start on the script. So local marketplace service equals game get service marketplace service. Local server storage equals game get service server storage. Local players equals game get service players. Local by skip stage event is equal to game get service replicated storage wait for child by skip stage. Local player data folder equals server storage wait for child player data. Local spawns equals game.workspace.spawns, and then local function process receipt receipt info. And then we'll do local player equals players get player by user ID receipt info dot player ID. And then if not player, then return enum dot product purchase decision dot not processed yet. And then if receipt info dot product product ID is equal to that, then, and that's just the ID I just made. So it will say if player, then local player folder is equal to player data folder find first child player dot user ID. Then local current stage equals player folder wait for child stage. Current stage dot value is, and we'll add 1. I'm gonna make it easier to read. Player dot character wait for child humanoid root part dot C frame is equal to spawns. Current stage dot value dot C frame plus vector 3 dot new 030, and then player dot respawn location equals to spawns current stage dot value. And then we'll say after this second to last end, we'll say return enum dot product purchase decision dot purchase granted. And then we'll do local function we'll do local function by dev product player product name, and we'll say local product ID if product name is equal to skip stage, then product ID is equal to that, which is our product ID from earlier, marketplace service, prompt product purchase, player product ID, and then we'll go down and we'll say by skip stage event the on server event connect function, or not connect function, connect dev by dev product marketplace service dot process receipt is equal to process receipt, and then we'll load into the game. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set my where is it, my player data. I'm gonna set my stage to 1, and I'm reset to stage 1. So now if I go over to stage 1, I click skip stage, it'll prompt the product, move me to stage 2, and then I can keep going, and then I can move on to stage 3, and I can go over here and die. So I think that's it for this video. I don't think there's really anything else that you need for an obby other than checkpoints, saving, skip stage, and yeah, and it will do this, which obviously if you have more stages in your obby that won't be a problem, but since there's only 3, it'll do that. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about anything that I did in this video, you let me know in the comments and I'll help you out and I'll explain everything for you. If you need any other parts of an obby, so I don't know, like spinning parts and things like that, I do have tutorials on my channel, or you can join the Discord, which will be linked in the description, and I can help you out with that. So see you guys in the next one.
Janice.